what's up? This is Odolena from Odolena Digital, and today I will talk about the differences between Amazon advertising and Google Shopping, compare the two platforms and see which one is the best option for e-commerce advertisers. At the end of this video, I'm going to share with you the 3 top industries which are the highest potential in online sales. This means that there are very few e-commerces offering these type of products. Stay with me until the end of the video and you will get this information. So comparing the two platforms, if you are not familiar with advertising on Amazon, whenever you are searching a product there, you will see on the top of the search result a bunch of products which are labeled sponsored. This means that these sellers on Amazon are paying extra every time someone clicks on these listed products and goes to their page in order to promote them, to show them on this position. Similarly, with Google Shopping, whenever you do a search for a particular product on Google, you will see a line of results about different products, pictures of the product with the price and a button to click to a page about the product. This is called Google Shopping, and basically these are also ads placed by online advertisers in order to drive traffic to their websites and to show their products whenever someone's searching for them. So today we're going to compare the two formats and see the pros and cons and what it means to advertise on both platforms. So let's start with the number of users. Amazon has allegedly 310 million users at the moment, whereas Google has 1 billion users, active daily, active billion, 1 billion users across 7 different platforms. So this is not only Google search, so only Google search has 1 billion, but they also have YouTube, Gmail, Maps, also you have Google Play and several other platforms. So across all these 7, they have 1 billion users on each. So here they lead a little bit with, with the number of users. However, Amazon is growing steadily, even though their growth is starting to slow down in the recent years, and projections are showing that their market is starting to get saturated. When it comes to targeting, so let's say you want to advertise your product on both platforms, how do you define who you're going to show your ads to? So both platforms work with keywords. When it comes to Amazon, you're a bit limited with the keywords. The keywords are pretty generic and describing the product, whereas on Google you can use keywords and audience, and you can be a little bit more sophisticated with the keyword. You can have different matches, you can include very long phrases, adapting it to different search patterns when it comes to users. Then they both offer display ads. So these are the banner ads which you see on different websites. Both platforms own other websites or have a partnership with other websites to display ads there. When it comes to Amazon, they own IMDb, the movie directory. They have, of course, Amazon.com. They have Fire Tablet, Amazon Echo. These all devices, so you can actually have display ads run across these devices and on these platforms. When it comes to Google, they have something called the Google Display Network, which is a partnership, so they don't own these websites. However, they own the ad exchange, so they own the system which allows ads to run on these websites. So let's say if you're a website owner and you want to earn from ads, you can allow Google to select ads from their advertisers on Google and be shown on your property. It's a different topic, but anyway, they have 2 million websites in these partnerships. So these are websites that allow Google to show ads and they earn from this. So you have a much wider network when it comes to display advertising. Then it comes one of the biggest questions. So all these here are kind of easy to have arguments in pros and cons in both sides. However, here you have a bit of a problem. First of all, Amazon takes a fee on every single product which is sold on their platform. And this is over 50% of their revenue. They're not earning that much money from ads right now. They are earning from the sales that are happening on their platform, regardless whether these are sponsored products or not. They are taking a cut of every single sale. So let's say if you are already selling on Amazon and you want to advertise and show your product above the search results, you have to pay twice. So you pay once someone actually clicks on your ad, and you pay a second time when they buy your product. So your profit margin is becoming smaller. Whereas on Google, whenever you click on an ad, you only are charged for this click. You are directed to your website, and the sale is happening on your property. It's not happening on Google's property, so they are not taking cuts from your sales. That's a very big one. And this leads us to the next point, landing pages. When it comes to Amazon, you cannot actually lead the user whenever they click on your ad to go outside of Amazon's property. You have to lead them to the page of your product. And for the simplest sponsored product ads, actually they take you to a page where you have not only your product, but you have a bunch of competitors who are also have sponsored ads, and you have a bunch of organic and recommended results which are also competing with you. So basically you have your product on the top and tons of competition, and you are kind of driving sales automatically to other people as well, especially when you're competing on price, which is also a big problem. When it comes to Google, you always direct to your own website. So whenever you have, let's say you have an e-commerce store, you put a link to your page with this product, and the sale is happening on your property. There is no cuts, there is no competitors. When it comes to price control, this is also a bit of a tricky one. Amazon does control the prices of some products that are sold on their platform. So let's say there are two types of collaboration with Amazon. You can be a seller or you can be a vendor. So typically, if you are an independent person, you're not a big brand, you are usually a seller, direct seller. However, if you own a brand, let's say you have a small company, Amazon invites, actually you can only become a vendor by invitation. And you are shipping from your own warehouse. You're not using Amazon's warehouses, but you are selling via their platform. They will actually take control of your prices. This is why, for example, if you search for Casio watches on Casio's website, you will have one price, and you might have a different price on Amazon. This is because Casio is Amazon's vendor, and Amazon is taking control of the price, so they might apply promotions, they might have discounts in order to drive more sales. So this can be also a problem, especially if they are also advertising, because it's narrowing these profit margins for them. Whereas obviously on Amazon, Google, you don't have this problem. You decide how much you want to charge for your product. It's up to you. Also, Amazon does not control the independent sellers. If you are an independent seller on Amazon, if let's say you use Fulfilled by Amazon, you will be charged for the fulfillment of your service. You will be charged for every sale that you make. You might be charged if you're advertising, but they will not control your price. This is why often you will see when you're doing a search on Amazon, some of the sponsored products are much more expensive than the other ones. So this is also problematic when you are actually doing a price comparison and when you're competing only on price with other sellers there. You basically, to make a profit, you are forced to kind of make your prices higher. And then the last point is brand differentiation. So if you see on Amazon, pretty much you don't realize that they are different brands, like you just see products. So the ads are molded so that they look very native to Amazon. You cannot really see the brand and who is the seller. Of course you can if you want to, but there is very limited space for brand differentiation. You're purely competing on price most of the time. When it comes to Google, you are actually able to run your campaign with different media. So Google offers, for example, smart shopping campaigns. I'll post a link onto my article about smart shopping campaigns below this video. You will see that Google offers a variety of media. So you can have a video ad, you can have Gmail and display ad, and you can just run across all these platforms. You will actually be able to include the name of your business and your logo on all these properties. So brand differentiation can be much stronger. Thank you so much for staying until the end of this video. As promised, I'm going to give you the 3 industries which have the biggest potential for online sales. And these are, I'm going to start with number 3. Number 3 is healthcare, personal care, and beauty. So this is medicines, this is all kind of products that you can buy from a pharmacy. Only 10% of the sales are happening online. Pretty much 90% of sales of these products are happening offline, which means that there is a huge gap of supply online. And this is a good place to start when it comes to e-commerce. Second, cars and car parts. You might find it a bit strange to sell cars online, but this is already happening. Actually, I've seen cars being sold online on eBay, and this is possible. And car parts particularly are an area where there are very few suppliers online. So very few e-commerces are offering car parts. So this is a great opportunity. Only 4% of the sales are happening online. All the other 96% are happening offline. And you want to know number 1? Number 1 is food and beverage. And this is only 2% of the sales are happening online. 98% of the sales are still happening in store, and there is a huge future possibility. Actually, you can see why Amazon bought Whole Foods and why they are so heavily investing into lines like Amazon Fresh, where you can actually order food to come to your house. This is an area which is going to develop a lot in the future, and there is going to be a lot of competition as well. You can check my article about Google Assistant and home shopping in the link below, and I'll give you some advice and some ideas on what is happening in this area. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to this channel if you like this. If you want to share it, pass it to your friends. Let's grow this channel. We just passed 100 subscribers, so I'm super happy and very motivated to continue making videos. If you want to see something particular, let me know in the comments and I will follow up on this. Thank you so much and see you next Sunday.